Okay, we're going to try to make this less than 5 minutes because research shows that you students don't stay focused on videos that are more than 5 minutes. And I'm not there to do kind of a back and forth and keep it more interactive than a video is. So here we go. Final appeal. This is the absolute last appeal that you need. Without this, all of your other ones are going to fall flat potentially. This one is called Kairos or Kairos, depending on how you want to pronounce it. This is a timeliness appeal, Greek word that means opportunity. So it's a persuasive argument that appeals to opportunity and or are perfectly timed for the moment. All right. So what this means is that you are able to get a feel for the situation, adapt to the surroundings, and make sure that your message is ready to be received by your audience in the best way for your audience to hear it. There might sound like there's some overlap with ethos there with knowing your audience, and you would be correct because this is all one tangled Venn diagram. Let's look at some examples. Okay, so looking at these bullet points here, we've got appropriate tone, structure, and timing. Tone and structure, those are going to be absolutely crucial. This means that if I'm talking to people who are over 70, I'm going to use different language and demonstration skills or techniques than I would if I were talking to, say, you guys. All right. Just like I talk to freshmen and sophomores differently. I run my classes differently than I do with the seniors, juniors, and seniors because of Kairos, because I can read the room. I know what each audience needs and I give it to them. Okay. Timing is crucial as well, because if I were to talk to you about this slide last week, you would have no idea what I was talking about because you weren't ready for it yet, but you are now, because we've gone through everything else, and this is the last one to go over. Consideration of time, setting, and place. This is going to be your context. Is this the right time? Is this the right setting? And is this the right place for your message? You hear me in class say things like, guys, time and a place. Like if I hear a bunch of students in class swearing up a storm, I'm going to say, guys, time and place, time and place. I'm not telling you can't say it. This is not the right time and place to say it. Keep that for outside of class. That is good and bad use of Kairos. All right. The way I speak to you is very differently than how I talk to my sister when we are on the phone discussing something. You also want to keep in mind anything that your audience may have experienced recently, like a natural disaster or something to celebrate. How is that going to affect the message that you're giving them? That's Kairos. Limited time offers right here. Pumpkin is back. Get pumped. I can tell you right now that this ad probably was released in September of some year at some point, because I know that pumpkin spice is a fall flavor. It is not a summer flavor. We're not going to see this in July. If they release this in July, people would probably get ticked off saying, oh my God, they're rushing fall. We haven't even gotten through summer, blah, blah, blah. A good use of Kairos is to save seasonal things for the correct season. Okay. The next one over here, the Katrina donation ad. Help out, help now, because they need your money now if it's a natural disaster. If we tried to say, let's all go give money to the Katrina victims 20 years later, it's not going to have the same effect. Okay. Following on that, anything that is a limited time offer, that is going to be an excellent use of Kairos. It can also be a manipulative use of Kairos. People can use Kairos. You have to decide right now. You must do it right now to kind of get your brain all misfiring and whatnot, going, oh my God, if I don't do it now, I'm going to lose this opportunity. And then you're not making rational decisions. So be wary when this is coming at you. Finally, when you are doing anything research-based, like say our research unit or research project we're going to be working on next week, make sure your research is relevant, current, modern, and recent. All right. And this is going to depend on the subject. If I'm looking up something about how insulin and the thyroid work together in women, most of the studies I'm going to find are going to be from the late 90s, because that's when there was a big push for this. And I know this because I've done this research, and that's fine. That's the most recent. If I'm looking at something that involves coronavirus, however, and I'm pulling an article from May 4th, 2020, I'm already out of date, because we have new information, we have new studies, we have new data. Data is logos, don't forget. All right, so I'm violating my Kairos there. I'm misusing it. I want something more recent. All right. I'm at the 5-minute mark, so super duper quick. Let's take a look at these examples. Speak now and forever hold your peace. Do it now or else. In light of last week's disaster, we're going to cancel this event. This is reading the context, reading the room. Is this the time and the place? No, it's not. We're canceling. And then we have our favorite ad in the whole wide world, everybody's favorite ad, hanging out the window of a bus, screaming, "It's my money and I want it now." That is Kairos because it's saying it's your money and you want it now. You deserve it now. Call now to get your money now. And our final example here is going to be the exact same thing. It's my money and I want it now. And I've done this to show you that Kairos can also be repetition. If you repeat yourself effectively, it's going to help that message stay in people's minds. And it's going to, Ramona's telling me that I'm out of time. So, all right. The next step that you're going to do, folks, is you are going to click down on the LEPK practice pair deck down below, and you are going to attempt to identify examples of these 4 appeals. I will see you later. Ramona has to sing. Goodbye.